Hey guys, I was just wanting to do a quick little video today. I've got this little Chinese four-wheeler, and the front two tires, they don't hold air very well. Don't know if you can see, but got a little space here. Over here you can tell it's just completely off the rim. So you can't just hook up the air compressor and just fill it up the normal way. This one's got a little bit of a gap too. But I was just going to show you a little trick on what I do to get it put on, and all it needs is just a little ratcheting tie-down strap like this. So I'll go ahead and show you how I do it. Alright, so what you want to do is just take the tie-down strap, wrap it around the wheel like I've done here. Try to keep it in the middle as much as possible. And then all you're going to do is just tighten it up. If you notice, on the side over here, the gap is actually closing because we're compressing the tire in the middle, which is pushing the middle of the tire out. And once we get it compressed enough, then we should be able to just hook up the air compressor, and we'll see if that's enough right there. Alright, one more thing I wanted to mention is, as you can tell right here, the gauges, you have your main gauge up here, which is the PSI inside the tank, and then you have your outgoing pressure right here. Mine's set to about 90, but what you want to do for filling up tires is, I just like to set it to where it's equal to what's in the tank, so that way you're getting the most pressure that you can. So we got that set, now let's fill up the tire. Alright, and that is perfect. So what I did was, I just hooked it up. I don't know if you could tell, but you could hear the tire seat against the rim. Looks like it's nice and tight on that side, and also too, this belt is pretty tight now. Alright, and once we got the strap off, we're just gonna pull up the tire the rest of the way. Whatever the tire recommends is what you should set it at. This one, I don't know if you can see, but it says don't use more than 24 psi max to seat the beads. And then what I like to do is I'll fill it up to about 24 psi, the max rating, and then I'll just let it sit like that overnight, just to see if I can get it to seat really well, make sure that it pushes up real tight against the rim, and then the next day I'll let the air out to the recommended psi for riding, and according to this it says 4 psi right there. So I got another tire in the front on this thing, so we'll go ahead and do that one just to show you how to do it again. So what we're going to do is we're just going to keep ratcheting this thing, get it nice and tight. And then we'll check it. That looks pretty good over here. Looks pretty good over there, so let's fill it up with some air real quick, see if we can get it to seat. Alright, so I'm going to see if I can get a further shot of the tire so that we can see it kind of expand and seat on the rim. But here we go. And just like that. I don't know if you could see that, but the way the ratchet up here kind of got pushed out, that's how I know it's seated nice and good. And so then we're going to, takes two hands. What I do is I pull it up like this, like put more tension on it, and then I'll put my finger down in this piece right here to loosen it, and then I'll just slowly pull it back, because if you try to do both at the same time, it's going to want to pop out. So just be careful when you're taking this off. Like I said, I just lock this into place, pull it up to where it unlatches from here, and then I'll pull that down with my other hand, and then just slowly bring this part down. And I'll just do that a few times until it's nice and loose, and then I'll just pull it off. So, alright, now I got the strap off. I'm just going to fill it up the rest of the way. That'll be good to go, and as you can tell, nice and seated, nice and firm, and there you go, that's how you do it. Normally what the problem is too, I've actually been able to fix this a few times. First thing you want to do is check and see if you got a hole in it, obviously, like a nail or something. A lot of times that's not the case for me. A lot of times people just let these things sit. The tire comes off the rim, and then you just get a lot of dirt and rust on the inside of the rim. So what you can do too is, if that's the case, these are pretty clean. What you can do is just clean this out with a brush, so you can get all the rust off. If that's the case, clean the inside of the tire with a like a nylon brush or something like that. You know, just soft bristles, almost like a toothbrush. Get all the dirt off. And then one thing that I've had success with is actually just grease. It's pretty cheap. I just got it from Walmart, like a big tube. And then I'll just actually put grease on the inside of the tire right here, on the rim, and then whenever it seats, I don't know if the grease is just thick enough that it actually, you know, kind of blocks any small gaps there might be between there. But like I said, I've had pretty good success with that. And also too, it kind of helps it slide into place a little bit better. But like I said, I've done that before. You know, if you have a really slow leak and, you know, your tire doesn't come off the rim, then it's nothing too much to worry about. But I know for these two tires up front, I need to do that on this so that way it'll sit properly. But in the meantime, I've just been doing it this way. So if you got any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll see if I can answer them. All right, later.